Hey you guys, it's your girl Renee. So in today's video is going to be completely different from any other video that I have ever done, ever uploaded, ever posted, or anything like that. We're in my car, we're waiting on my son to come out from basketball, and today's video I just kind of wanted to do a video about Thanksgiving. And I'm not talking about the holiday, I'm talking about like really giving thanks and showing gratitude about where your life is, where your life is going, where your life was, and just being thankful for the moment, and I have so many reasons to be thankful. And you know, God continues to show up and to show out in my life, and for so many reasons I appreciate him, because I know what it's like to have struggled. I've been a single mother. I got 2 kids, okay? I have 2 kids. I have a 12-year-old. I almost said 13. He'll be 13 in June, but I have a 12-year-old, and then I have a 6-year-old. My 6-year-old will be 7 in December 31st. He's a New Year's Eve baby. And I have been a single mother for both of my kids for all of their lives, okay? Now, don't get me wrong, my child's father is, you know, active to some extent, but like I take care of them 100%. You know, I don't get any child support. I don't get any help with any bills. I don't get any help with any groceries, you know, clothes here and there, sports here and there, you know, birthdays, yes. But for my kids' survival, for my kids to live, I do that on my own, 100%, just me, you know, and it is not easy. It is not easy, and sometimes you just want to give up. You guys would not know how many times I have cried silently, cried, wishing God for a break. And he has given me a break and has given me such an amazing life. And I know that I have a greater purpose. Because he continues to reflect it to me. I'm just not there yet. I just haven't grown as the individual that is needed for me to really carry out or fulfill that level of, I don't know what the word is, but what my calling is. I haven't grown there mentally yet for me to be able to do what it is that he's called me here to do. And everybody has a purpose in life. And one thing that I am so grateful for is the strength. I'm grateful for the strength that he has instilled in me, because so many times I could have said, no, I'm just giving up. But for whatever reason, something inside of me told me, no, keep going. And I'm telling all my single mothers out there, even my beautiful women who are still like feeling discouraged. Maybe you don't have kids yet, but you still feel discouraged. I am telling you guys to keep going. And I don't care who's around you telling you you can't do it. I don't care who is in your ear telling you it's impossible. Remove those people. And I pray to God that anybody that's following me on Instagram, because if you're not following me on Instagram, you definitely need to follow me on Instagram. What I like to do in Instagram on my stories is sometimes I'll just post knowledge, or I'll post about things that maybe I feel like majority of people don't really know about, you know, but I hope that at some point I'm being inspiration to somebody that's reading my stories, you know. And I hope that even to the people that's watching my YouTube channel, I hope that I can be inspiration. I can be an example that you can make it, because for every reason in the world, I was not supposed to make it. I didn't have anybody pushing me. I didn't have anybody telling me, okay, Renee, go ahead, chase your dreams. You can do it. I had to tell myself, even now to this day, even now, right now, at this very moment, I have nobody telling me I can do it except for my YouTube sisters. Except for them. I got them always telling me I can do it. If you're not following Life with Anna or Selena Karina, you guys need to be following them. They are genuine good people, and I am so grateful for them. I am so grateful for them. Like, together we just kind of feed off of each other's energy, kind of help each other with different things, you know, especially with us all being, you know, aspiring YouTubers. And I think I'm older than them both, but it doesn't even matter. Like, we all just share knowledge together and share ideas and brainstorm together, like how we can, you know, make it to the next level. And we're doing such an amazing job, and I'm so grateful for them, because I've never met, you know, individuals like them before that genuinely want to support each other. And that is what we really need, especially when you look like this. That is what we need. That is what we need. And this is no attack at anybody else. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to, you know, be discriminating or anything like that. But I'm just saying our culture needs to be uplifted, and we need to be the ones to uplift each other. Like, that is the only way that we are going to get to the next point. And some of us, we just feel like intimidated. We feel like we can't ask each other for help. We feel like that person really not going to support us. And it should not be like that. It should not be like that. It should be, oh, that's my sister. We look alike. You know what I mean? We look alike. I'm going to help her. She going to help me. I got her back. She got my back. And that is what the world needs to, the trend that needs to start, you know, taking place, especially on social media. Social media is filled, and I'm kind of getting off topic. I'm kind of going on a rant here, and I hate when I do this, because this is why I never talk, because I always just end up going, you know, right, and I'm supposed to be going left, or I'm supposed to be going left. I end up going right. But anyways, so I feel like we really need to start uplifting one another and coming together, uniting together as one, and, you know, feeding each other's spirits with what's needed in order to accomplish a certain goal. And sometimes it's hard to accomplish goals when you have so many naysayers, so many people with opinions. And I'm the type of person, I'm gonna tell you guys, like, being all the way 100. I did not get in this position that I'm in right now listening to other people tell me that, oh, you shouldn't do it, or, oh, that's impossible. Like, even now to this day, if a person tell me I can't do something, like, that gets under my skin. Who are you to tell me what I can't do? Who are you? Please tell me. I would like to know. Who are you? That's what I thought. That's exactly what I thought. I can do whatever it is that I want to do. And if you got that energy where you trying to tell me or trying to convince me what I can't do, I don't even want you around me. I don't even want you around me. I don't want to be around that energy. That energy is toxic. That energy is deadly. And that type of energy I remove out of my life. Period. Even with my son, you guys. So he had his first game. He had his first game last week, Wednesday. And, you know, I pay for a personal trainer, which ain't cheap. My son has been going to this personal trainer since June. He's been going to this personal trainer. And in total, I want to say I've spent at least $5,000. At least, just for this trainer. I'm not talking about basketball, tournaments, uniforms, teams. I'm not talking about any of that. I'm talking about just for my son to meet this trainer at a gym and train with him. I've spent close to $5,000, if not more. I haven't kept track, but anyways, so he started playing basketball for his school's team. He's in 7th grade now. So we go to his game. And, he doesn't get into the game into fourth quarter. Now, I'm irritated. I'm ready to go over to the coach. Now, I don't know nothing about basketball, so I'm asking my brother, like, is this normal? Like, is he supposed to, like, be on the bench this whole time? And my brother's like, well, it's a middle school team. The 7th and the 8th graders are playing on the same team. So the 8th graders got to get more time first. And I'm like, okay, that makes sense. But I'm looking at the scoreboard and I'm like, they're up double. So at this point, shouldn't he be able to put them in the game now? Or shouldn't he be able to put him in the game now? And my brother is like, when I was playing, I wanted all my time, so I can understand the coach not putting him in the game unless, like, my son's really, really good like that. So I'm like, all right, cool. So some more time go by, and I'm telling y'all, like, if you know me personally, I'm a strong individual. Like, nobody can tell me nothing. Nobody. If it ain't coming from God himself, nobody can tell me anything. Now, don't get it twisted. I'm not the type of person that think that I know it all. I will humbly ask for knowledge, or for you to educate me on something, or for you to enlighten me on something, for you to elevate my life, or, give me any type of knowledge game that you might have. I'm not like a know-it-all. I'm not. But when it comes to my personality, I'm very, like, high strung, and everybody knows that. You have just a few minutes of a conversation with me, like, people already know, okay, like, but I have had to evolve into this type of person over the years, because other people would hear me talk, and because I'm a little bit proper there, they think like, oh, she's easy to get over on. So I've had to develop a strong personality. But anyways, so he ended up putting my son in the game at, like, fourth quarter, right? So I was just like, okay, like, irritated about it, but whatever. So he gets in at fourth quarter, and then my son is playing good from what I've seen him play before. He's improved a lot. So long story short, the game is over, and before I get to lecturing my son, my brother calls him and asks, tells him, gives him his pointers about the game, and gives him his insight, because my brother really plays basketball. He's really good at basketball, and he's good just in sports all the way around, and I'm just not it. Like, I just don't know anything, at all. So anyways, so after my brother gives him the whole rundown, they get off the phone, and then I ask my son, I'm like, okay, so let me ask you, what's your plans with basketball? Like, what do you plan to do? Like, what is the ultimate goal? What is your ultimate goal in your journey in basketball? And he told me, he says, well, I want to play for a D1 school. And I'm like, okay, all right. And what else? What else you want to do? Then he's like, well, because I'm like, you can only play D1 for so long, and then once you graduate college, then what? And so then he's like, well, I want to play overseas. So I'm like, okay, all right. Well, why do you want to play overseas? Why not just play pro basketball here, and play for the NBA? And then he's like, because the NBA is too hard to get in. Like, you can't get drafted in the NBA. Like, it's one in however many people, he told me. That's not a good enough reason for me. If your dream is to play pro basketball for the NBA, that should be your mentality. I shouldn't be able to tell you you can't. You shouldn't be able to tell you you can't. This person over here shouldn't be able to tell you you can't. Whatever it is that you want to do, nobody should be able to tell you you can't do it. And you should be operating, you should be living your life according to as if you already have it. You should be living your life as if you are already in that journey. You should be living your life as if you are already an NBA basketball player. And this is what I'm telling my son. And he looking at me like, Mom, here you go with your little rants. And I'm like, I'm just telling you, because you have to be able to think differently. if you want to a real level of success. And I'm saying the same thing to you guys. You have to stop that mentality that we were trained to think. You have to reprogram yourself into thinking a completely different way if you want success, if you want freedom, if you want to see what life is like living luxury. You have to stop telling yourself that you can't, and you should start telling yourself that you can, and for every reason you can. It's so easy. It's so easy for us to just be like, oh, I'm just going to give up. But it's so hard. It is so hard for us to live a life that's not prosperous. We have to worry about bills. We have to worry about how we're going to eat. I went to Grand Rapids, Michigan, probably about a month ago, and I felt completely out of place. As God is my witness, I felt completely out of place. And that's where I'm from. That's where I'm born and raised. And I felt out of place because a lot of it is just poverty. Nobody's really living there. When I wake up in the morning, I wake up to a chandelier right above me. When I go downstairs into my kitchen, there's a chandelier right above the dining room table. But I had to tell myself that I deserve this. I had to tell myself that this is the life that I want, and this is the life that I'm going to get, and can't nobody tell me different. When I first moved to Atlanta, as God is my witness, my mom would tell me, because the guy that I was living with, that I, was dating at that time, he like was doing me all kinds of messed up, man. And my mom kept telling me, like, you should just come back to Arizona. You should just come back to Arizona. Just come back. No, I'm not coming back. I'm not coming back. I'm going to figure out my life here, and I'm going to be successful. And this man is going to regret how he treated me. He is going to regret how he's doing me. He's going to wish that this wasn't the situation, because back then I was weak. I didn't know any better. Nobody ever taught me. My dad didn't teach me how a man's supposed to be, how a man's supposed to be treating me. I didn't see from how the man was treating my mother that this is how a man should be treating you. So I didn't know any better. I had to really reflect on my life, and I had to tell myself what was right and what was wrong. And that whole situation, everything about it was wrong, And so now I know better. Now I do better. Now you can't tell me anything different from what I feel in my heart. And it took a couple more times, a couple more failed relationships for me to really realize, like, okay, this ain't it. Let me just sit back, focus on my life, because I'm going to tell you sometimes, and now here I am going on to another subject, but please just appreciate it, because like I think I told y'all, like, I'm really out of my comfort zone, and I'm just like talking, and talking with good intentions. I'm speaking with good intentions. I'm speaking from the heart. So I really, really hope that you guys appreciate it. And at the end of the video, I hope that you guys are telling yourself that I can do it. Whatever that is, whether you're trying to be a hairdresser, whether you're trying to be an entrepreneur, whatever your goals is, I hope that you are telling yourself at the end of this video that you can do it. And I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful for God for giving me this strength that I felt like I could do it, that I feel like I could do it, because I can do it. So I forgot where I was even going. I'm telling y'all, this is why I hate talking, because I just get to rambling. I just get to going, and however I'm feeling at that very moment, that's what I get to talking about. But my life is really amazing, and it's not perfect. It is not perfect, and sometimes I still like cry silently at night, sometimes because I just feel like I'm not where I'm supposed to be yet, and I don't know why, but I've always been the type of person that's just not content. And this is one of the reasons why I'm not in a relationship, because I have to be with somebody that can match my intellect. I have to be with somebody that can match my hustle, my grind, my want for more. You know, I have to be with somebody that can keep up, because if they can't keep up, then I'm going to end up here and they going to end up back here. And then I can't dim my light to brighten up yours. I can't help you. I can't help you. You got to be up here with me. You see what I'm saying? And every level that I get to, as God is my witness, every accomplishment, once I get there, I'm like, okay, what's next? Got to do something next. And for those of you that are wanting to be an entrepreneur, for those of you that are wanting to really start experiencing success and wanting to, you know, reach 6 figures, 7 figures, whatever your goal is, I'm going to tell you, it starts with your mentality. You first need to stop being lazy. Stop making excuses. Stop making excuses. Stop making excuses. I'm going to tell y'all, it's this one person, I ain't going to say no names, but it's this one person that always got an excuse for everything. For everything. Every time I tell them to do something, every time I say, hey, I need you to do this, hey, I need you to do that, they give me an excuse every single time. Those type of people, they're always going to be in the same situation because they don't care to apply themselves. It was this podcast that I was listening to. I listened to Les Brown. I don't know if you guys know him, but I listen to Les Brown every single day. Every morning I wake up, I play Les Brown. Even if I've already heard the video, even if I already heard the podcast, I'm playing Les Brown. And in one of his videos, he talks, or podcasts, whichever one, I can't remember because I listen to the videos. I watch the videos and I listen to the podcast. I do both. Can't remember if it was a video or if it was a podcast. But I will tell you, he says, if your goal is to be an entrepreneur, if your goal is to be successful when you are working for someone, you have to work harder for whatever the pay is. You have to go above and beyond. And it's not for them. It's not for them. It's not for the company. It's for yourself. So if you're only getting paid $20 an hour and your duties is just to, I don't know, manage inventory, what you need to do is take initiative to learning, okay, well, now I manage the inventory. Let me see how maybe I can, help with customer service. Let me see how I can maybe monetize the website. Let me see how I can be more of value. And it ain't for them. It's for yourself. It is for yourself. So when you leave that company, they are going to know the impact that you had on that company. When you leave that company, you're going to have trained yourself up. You're going to have programmed your brain into thinking. Y'all, my son just came. Okay, y'all, my son just got in the car. But long story short, whatever it is that you want in life, whatever it is that you want to do, do it. Do it. And don't wait till tomorrow. Don't wait for the perfect timing. Don't wait for people to start believing in you. Don't turn it on while I'm recording. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait for the perfect timing. Don't wait for people to start believing in you. Don't wait for you to get yourself together. Start right now. Right now. Start educating yourself. Start learning what it is that you need to learn about your niche, and start applying yourself to accomplish whatever that is. Because I'm going to tell you, the year 22, baby, that's all about success. Year 22, I owe that to myself for so many reasons. Year 22, you owe that to yourself for so many reasons. We are not living paycheck to paycheck, being out here broke in year 22. Okay, that is for the birds. Do you hear me? better start applying it and taking what's rightfully yours. You hear me? Okay, you guys, I'm back. I meant to tell you guys about the giveaway. So I am doing 2 giveaways. So the first giveaway is going to be for my single mothers out there. And basically, if you guys are behind on bills or anything like that, I'm going to be giving you guys $150 for 3 different individuals. $150. That's like $450 in total. So to enter into that giveaway, go to my Instagram, which is @renee.parks, @renee.parks, RENE.PARKS. And then for the second giveaway, it is from my makeup line, Belvo. And it's 3 different boxes of makeup. I think there's some Belvo makeup, some Ipsy products, BoxyCharm products, and it's a bunch of different stuff. So if you want to find out more information about that, definitely go to Belvo, BELLEVOUS.beauty. So Belvo.beauty.